What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You have just tuned in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. The voice you're hearing is Mr. James Young, comedian extraordinaire. Happy to be with you guys tonight. I'm joined in virtual studio by a very good friend of mine. You guys know him and love him. He's the podfather of Orlando Podcast. I'm talking about Patricio, aka Rocky in the building. You've heard him, you've loved him on With a Side of Chaos podcast, and he's everywhere around the city. Patricio, how many jobs you got now, man? You host trivia, you host bingo, you do open mic, you do countless podcasts, you work for a law firm, you sell the best weed. I mean, tell me all the things that you do.
No. Thanks, James. I was actually just talking to a comic that's going to be coming into Orlando in the month of July. This is like the whole big venue thing that I'm working on,
Yeah.
and as I'm getting off the phone, I'm like, "Oh crap! I gotta get off. I gotta go do a radio show." He's like, "How many freaking jobs do you have?" And actually, now that I think about it, I have a lot,
A
and
lot.
it takes a lot of people ask me like, how I'm able to do everything that I do.
And I
I
say
enjoy it.
cocaine.
I
And you enjoy it. And you enjoy it. Yeah, that's the other
That's
answer.
my
Yeah.
secret, James. Don't
Got
tell
it.
Orlando. Come
Got
on.
it. There's a lot of people using your secret.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And so the reason I'm able to do what I do is because I love everything that I do. I love hosting bingo. I love hosting trivia. I
Hmm.
love recording podcasts with these incredible, talented people. I love going up on stage and bombing because that's just me. I love what I do,
Gotcha.
and that's how I'm able to get everything that I get done.
And let's talk about bombing for a second because we went out support Jari Wright. He
Hmm.
runs the Other Bar open mic every Monday night downtown Orlando on Wall Street, if you will. Y'all definitely go check it out because we had a great audience. We had a lot of people there. They
Oh
were there to
yeah.
support. But open mic is where you go to remember that all this ish could go away at any moment. Like you check your ego at the door.
Hmm.
Open mic is where you go to let your spirit die. Oh no, everybody was cool. Shout out to Ali because he has a class that he teaches here on comedy. He does it at the SAC Comedy Lab, and his class came out to start going to open mics because that's one of his lessons that he teaches. You have to go to open mics. So shout out to Ali. His class came out. They did a good job, man. So I just want to tell these people, don't stop. If you really want to do this, get used to heartache and pain, but there's some light at the end of the tunnel. There's going to be some laughter. I swear to God, it's going to be on purpose. So keep
James,
going out.
I'm still waiting for the light at the end of my tunnel. I must have a freaking long tunnel.
Bro, that's the thing about doing stand-up comedy. There's no rhyme or reason to how or when you become better at it, man.
Hmm.
Case in point, we had Akeem Woods show up. Now, Akeem, I've seen him bomb for a very long time, but you wouldn't be able to tell that now because he's one of the funniest people on the planet, bro. Shout out to
Hmm.
Akeem Woods, man. He destroys every
Yeah.
room he does. So it was great for the comics that were coming out. And they're new at it, like these open micers from Ali's class. It was great for them to see a guy like Akeem because I explained to them and told them the story about how you just got to keep at it. Like there's no race, there is no time prerequisite. It happens differently for everybody. So Patricio, I'm just telling you, bro, keep at it. Keep doing it, man. If you like it, keep doing it. If you're looking for money, you are barking up the wrong tree.
But no. You're absolutely right in regards to keep on doing it
Yeah,
because
practice, practice, practice.
today we got the nominations from Orlando Weekly.
Oh, they came out today?
They came out today, good sir.
Uh-oh.
And
Who's on there?
so this show itself has been nominated for best local radio show.
What? Real
So
Labs has been nominated on Orlando Weekly, man. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at us making strides.
Mr. Ken Miller has been nominated for best local comedian.
Nice. Now, who's
Uh,
on that list with Ken, man? Because Ken is well deserved. Been doing this over 20 years. Been helping out comics all over the place in Orlando, man. Very, very funny at what he does, man. So who else on the list with him?
so I'm about to pull that up right now
Because I
because
love to know because Ken's a heavyweight. Now he's a beast in this town.
here
When
we
it com-
go. Here we go. So best local comic. I'm pulling this up off the Orlando, vote.orlandoweekly.com. So you guys can go vote for us for Real Laughs.
Mhm.
And trying to, here we go. Best local comedian. Here we go. We're going to start off with the number one in my eyes, Mr. Ken Miller. And then we have Ross Paget. You've worked with Ross before, right?
Love both of those guys, by the way, man. Very funny. Yes, man. I think Ross has won like
We got
18 million times. I mean, give or
He's won a
take a
couple.
couple thousand, but I think he's won a bunch of times, man.
I'm gonna butcher this guy's last name, but it's Penn Patansky. Patansky.
I don't think I know him, man. But hey,
Uh,
shout out to Penn.
Mr. 407 Kevin.
Ah, Kevin Dean in the house, man.
Ke-
Nice.
Kevin Dean got the nomination right there. Then we got Ryan Holmes from the Monsters of the Morning.
Ryan Holmes, always a good comedian, man. I like that. That's look at all that talent on that list.
We got a few more to go. We got Lee Cohen. She was just on Chaos,
Yes,
and she's
yes,
blowing up on TikTok on a daily.
yes.
Um, former co-host right here, Mike Hurley, he is on the list.
Nice, man. Congratulations, Mike Hurley.
We got Gregory Metz. We got
Gregory
Gregory
Metz.
Metz on that list. Sabrina Ambra from the News Junkie.
Shout out to Sabrina. Very funny.
Patrick Sisk. Is that I don't know. I'm saying
Yeah,
that
Patrick
right.
Sisk. Yep,
And
you are.
and
Shout out to
then
Patrick. Very funny.
the last nomination is Carrot Top.
Wow, man, this is gonna be. Could you imagine after all this, Carrot Top wins? This be out of nowhere, Carrot Top, and he just shows up. And he shows up for the award like, "Hey, man, I just want to thank everybody who made this possible."
Ken just flipped the tail, man. F this
Man,
ass.
oh B, hey B, I should have won B.
But no, in regards to radio show, the show,
Hey,
Real
I'm voting
Laughs.
for before anybody. I love all you, but I got to stick with my family. I'm voting for Ken Miller, so I want y'all to vote for Ken right now. OrlandoWeekly.com. You guys go there for best Orlando comedian Ken Miller. We're running on the platform of We Don't Love Them Hoes.
But every show on
Mm-hmm.
on Real Radio 104.1 has a nomination for best local radio
Every
show.
show,
Every show.
nice.
Monsters in the Morning, Sunday Morning Coming Down, The Jim Colbert Show, A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan, The News Junkie, Bungalow in the Bus, and Real Laughs. Every single
Woo!
show has
There
a
you
nomination.
go. Hey man, shout out to our family, man. Come on, man. Real radio all day, son. You know how
All
we
day.
do. Bro, let them know. Hey, if y'all ever want to know what we doing, I want you to take your phone out, go to your GPS, and I want you to type at you, because that's where we at right now, okay? That's where you'll find me. Real Laughs all day with my crew, by myself, 2 guns, 1 bullet.
You crazy. Now, here is my category where like I've been able to snag this nomination every year for the past 4 years. And this is where it comes to best local podcasts. We got No New Friends. Really,
Okay,
really
shout out to Scott Maffei. That's my man, Scott, man.
great
And we
show
got
right there. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just saying, shouting out Scott, man. I love that show. They've had me on a few times. They've always been kind and nice to me. So shout out to them. No New Friends, people. And Mary on the show too.
We got Orlando Squadcast.
Oh, Squadcast. Okay, Squad.
Nice name right there. Now, Haunt Scene, I've actually worked with them before. They are a great podcast that focuses all about horror stuff, whether it's haunted facilities, horror shows, horror movies. It's all about horror. So shout out
Like
to you guys
pregnancy,
over.
like positive pregnancy tests, all those scary things. Yeah, like I get it. I'm with you, man.
Hey, they talked about immigration one time. I lost myself.
Mijo, let me tell you a scary story about immigration.
We also got nominated on The Bite, Talk with Your Mouth Full.
Oh, okay.
Now, here are the supreme lords of Orlando podcasting, A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan.
Yeah, like all hail them, bro. Those
Mhm.
dudes have been doing it hard for a long time.
And they
Shout
were
out to
my
Tom and
inspiration.
Dan.
They were my inspiration to
Yeah.
to do a podcast. And 4 years later, I'm still kicking and still having my fun.
Hmm.
And this is where I'm very proud. I'm very proud to flex this one right now.
Go ahead, flex it, baby.
What the Heel podcast, my brand new show that I just started producing this year,
Hmm.
and hosted by Maria Sellers. She runs the facility Heel in Altamont Springs. Great place. You should definitely check it out.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, her first year podcast out, we got the nomination for
Woo!
her best local right
Congratulations. We're going to clap.
there. Mhm.
Yes, congratulations. What the heel? That's right,
What,
man.
what the Heel podcast. And then, of course, none other than your boy himself with a side of chaos.
Woo! Ooh, oh, it's lit, baby.
Oh
It's
yeah,
lit. Now see, I got. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one, man.
I
I
know.
love you, Patricio. You rock with me all the time. Scott Maffei, I rock with him too. I don't know, man. I mean, what in this hand could I put in there to make me think more side of chaos that I don't have already? Like, what in this empty hand?
But here's the one thing, James.
Yeah.
The fact that that I got nominated with all these great performers, great artists, and,
Yes.
being there with your peers, like being on the same list as Tom and Dan, is like
True.
a wish come true for me as a
True.
podcaster.
Absolutely, I totally understand that because Tom and Dan, man, they're the giants in Orlando when it comes to podcasting, man.
Hmm.
They're the first to do it on that level, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
and no,
So
no,
yeah,
their formula for podcasting, for storytelling, for monetization, for everything that they do event
they're
wise.
amazing.
I mean, and yeah, they're the kings right there. And then the last category I'm gonna talk about, so we can get off the subject. We got best local big shots nominations that are out
Ooh,
right now.
okay. Now explain to people what this actually means.
So best local big shot who's not an elected official, so someone who
Mm-hmm.
who runs the game, who's on the grind, the hustle, all that crazy ish right
Yes,
there, like who's non-stop. And at the very top of the list, our very own Savannah Bone from
Savannah Bone.
Toronto.
That makes a lot of sense. That woman is not only a social media darling, she works hard at Gatorland. Everyone knows her and loves her. She takes trips all around the world,
Yes.
uh, gaining knowledge and teaching people about crocodiles, gators, and all those things, and all the reptiles that she thinks they're cute and cuddly and scare the proverbial ish out of James. But yeah, man, shout out to Savannah, man. I'm telling you, yeah, I'm for real. I'm scared. Like you throw a frog at me and I will faint. I will. Oh my god. Oh.
But yeah, real quick on this one, John Morgan. We
Wow.
all know
Okay, John Morgan for the
S-
people.
for the people. We got Scott Maxwell, Brendan O'Connor,
Okay.
Lulu the cat. I don't know who the hell that is.
It's funny. Lulu the cat. Yeah, yeah.
Lulu the cat got snagged the nomination right there. Then we got uh, Dick Bachelor. Yeah, Dick Bachelor.
Okay. I
I
don't
don't know
know
if they're
that
trying to
dude.
make an innuendo or if I just said something that's going to get me off
I don't
because the
think so. It's a
FCC.
name. It's a
Yeah.
name. I want to say it's a name.
Now this man is a local legend in my eyes. I've been hearing him for years.
Okay.
Johnny Magic from XL.
John, yes, yes. Johnny, my wife listens to him in the morning. Johnny's house in the
Hmm.
morning religiously. I shouldn't have said that. I'm on a different network. Okay, my bad. I heart. If you, I mean, listen, like Real Radio, don't fire me. I need this little job. Don't fire me.
Harris Rosen. I don't know who that is. I don't
I
know
don't
if
know who that is either.
And then this guy right here, he's real dude. He is ahead of his time.
Mhm.
Number one right here, Mr. Patricio Solano.
What? Yes, we gonna come on, man. Come on, yes. We did it. We did, bro. This is what we trained for.
Yeah,
I just want to say congratulations to you, Patricio. I'm definitely voting for you.
I
Voting for you,
appreciate that.
bro.
I
That's
really
what
appreciate that.
Bro, that's crazy. But real quick though, before we go to break out 30 seconds, I do want to say something. I want to touch on something that has transpired in Orlando, man. We lost a really good comedian and dude recently. You guys all know him as Genesis. His name's Reynard Guinness, and I just wanted to say to his family, our thoughts and prayers are with you. My condolences. Genesis was known and loved throughout this city for a very long time. He's one of the funnier comedians that you'd ever get to sit down and even just talk to in conversation. Hilarious. So we just want to say God bless your family, and we just give our condolences to you, and we wish you nothing but the best. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a short break, and you guys will be with us right here on 104.1 Real Radio, Real Labs. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys for listening each and every night, Monday through Thursday. We really appreciate you. This is Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. The voice you're hearing today is James. I'm in the big chair. I will be your host for tonight, and I'm joined in studio with my really good friend and future big shot of Orlando, according to Orlando
Hmm.
Weekly. If you vote for him, I'm with Patricio, aka Rocky, the podfather of Orlando podcast here. And congratulations to you, sir. One of your podcasts you produce, What the Heel, actually got nominated for Best Podcast. So that's really awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was fun talking to Maria this morning. Like I had to call her. She sent her a screenshot, and she texted me back. She's
Ah,
like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" I'm like, This is awesome. You're so deserving of this. She's worked her ass off to get to where she wants to be right now. And shout out to you, Maria. Love you, boo boo.
That's nice, man. Shout out to Maria. Also, I just want to say congratulations to one of our newer sponsors. Want to tell you guys all about him. You know Janelle. He is one of the Orlando comics here, man. He's a veteran of what he does. He's an OG. You've seen him on Comic View, and you've seen him on my show, Funny Not Famous, on Afro TV. But he has something really great going on. I want to tell you guys about it. It's going down on Saturday, June 17th. It's comedy and karaoke on The Queen. If you guys want to get tickets for this, just go to Eventbrite to get your tickets. Only 150 seats available, but those are going very fast. I want to tell you guys right now, if you don't get your tickets after 150, we can't squeeze not one more person in. It is going to be completely sold out. It's comedy and karaoke on The Queen. It's dinner and a show as you cruise around the Indian River. People, if you want more information, go to comedytakeover.com. For more details, you can simply call 407-780-0132. Again, that's 407-780-0132. Comedy and karaoke on The Queen, Saturday, June 17th. I actually would like that, producer. Yo, man, I forget to say this every single time. But if I can go on a nice like riverboat and I'm on a nice little ride with the person I like, or my wife or whatnot, and I can get food and drink and a comedy show, bro, that's adulting your ass off right there. That's what I'm talking about, man. So I would definitely.
That's a win right there. That is definitely a win
Yes.
right there, because like I've gone down Indian River on other ventures as well, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful sight, just being out there in nature and kind of getting that
Mm.
disconnect that you have, from your cell phone, your office, your emails, that them crazy kids and all that stuff. And honest to God, yeah, this is gonna be a fun venture.
Yeah, so people definitely check that out. While we're talking about comedy shows, Patricio, you are on a journey, if you will. You want to put on, I believe you called it the biggest comedy show.
Well, it's the biggest show I've ever produced.
There it is. Okay, that's what it is. The
Yeah,
biggest show you've ever produced, man. So
yeah.
first off, before we talk about it, what made you decide, like, you know what, man, I want to put on a comedy show?
So a few weeks ago, I went up to Chicago to visit my mom, help her move from
Mm-hmm.
one nursing home to another. And while I was in town, I'm like, I want to go do some comedy. And
Mm-hmm.
there's this specific comic that I've been watching on TikTok for about a year now, named Chad the Bird.
Nice.
And when I found out that he performs in Chicago, I'm like, I got to go see him. I got to, make my presence known. I got to do something.
So tell
And
everybody really quick what Chad the Bird does, because it's important. Yeah. Yeah.
so Chad the Bird is a comedian. He's a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
He's a puppet who goes on stage, and it, for me, it's like a cross between Dennis Miller comedy and the millennials who just like have no filter.
Got it. Got it.
And I love him to death. It's my style of comedy. It's funny. Like, and you walk away from every one of his sets learning something new that's going on in the world, because he's
Mm-hmm.
more topical and current event comedy than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, real quick, did you know that Taco Bell well, actually, no. Did you know that the term Taco Tuesday is a trademark, not by Taco Bell, but by a restaurant named Taco John's in the Midwest?
I did know that just because it was a monologue joke that we did. Yes, but I did
Ah,
know
okay.
that.
But,
Yeah,
but yeah, I didn't know that until I heard that joke, and then I looked it up. I'm like, oh my God, there's
it's
history behind
true.
it.
There you go. All right, I see that, man.
Yeah,
So,
so I
go.
see I see this comic.
Mm-hmm.
I love the show. Talk to him afterwards, and I tell him, dude, I came all the way from Orlando to here to come see you. And then he was like, "Well, bro, I'm gonna be in Orlando in July. Is there anything like, you can help me out with?" And
Mm-hmm.
immediately, like my eyes, my jaw, I was just like, I want to do everything for you. Because James, you ever get to meet like someone who you admire or you follow, or someone like you hold at high esteem?
Yes, absolutely, and they'd be so nice and welcoming. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, and then like if they ask you like, "Hey, James, can you help me set something up for, if I'm going to be in your hometown, would you be able to help me out?" Like, what
Yeah.
would you say?
I'm like, man, if I can be a part of anything that you're doing and I really like you, I'm gonna do it. I'm with
Yeah.
you. I'm like, man, let me see how many organs I can sell for me to make.
No, and
I'm
and
with you, bro.
we've been talking for the past 2 weeks, him and his
Hmm.
manager and myself, and we've ironed out the details. We've got the venue, we've got the
Nice.
comics, we got the bartenders because everyone wants a little bit of liquor and some alcohol.
Yeah, I will say that, man. I've been to comedy venues that don't have alcohol.
Hmm.
There is something to be said about people feeling a little bit loose,
Hmm.
uninhibited when it comes to comedy, man, because a lot of people are tense right now. So if you guys are listening and you're putting on any independent comedy shows, alcohol works. It will
Yes.
help people. It's it's the lubricant to your giggle.
And no, yeah, we're set up. It's going to be July 20th at the
Mhm.
Veranda in Thornton Park.
Nice.
We are going over details because like we have the capacity to hold up to 200 people plus at this venue, and we're going to iron out the details tomorrow on our phone call. But Orlando, if you know of Chad the Bird, follow my social media with chaos.com to find out more information on when Chad is going to be landing here in Orlando.
That's dope, man. Y'all should definitely go check out Patricio. I'm gonna try to be there, my friend, and just come out there and support the big shot that Orlando Weekly is gonna crown here soon, man. I'm gonna be out there with you, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you.
Now, what can people expect when they come to the show? Because you're trying to make it an all comedy show.
It's
So
gonna
you,
it's gonna be an all comedy show with a little with live music
mhm.
and vendors as well. So I've reached out to a couple of my artist friends here in
Okay,
Orlando.
nice, man. So they can come buy art if they see what they like. They see something they like there. The art's gonna be on sale. That's awesome. And you're supporting local artists that way. So that's cool,
Exactly.
dude. Yeah.
Local artists, local musicians. We have one artist who wants to do a live paintings
Oh.
while this is all going on. So we might incorporate that with the comedy show if need be, because the stage is big enough. We're like, you know what? Let's try this. Let's try that. But of
Mhm.
course, we're not going to interrupt anyone's art flow in any way, shape, or form. But you're going to see some pretty cool stuff. So if you want to check out some local art from some great local artists here in Orlando, check out some live music from of course, local artists. Go to withsideofchaos.com. Watch out for the details for July 20th as Chad the Bird lands in Orlando.
All right, there you go. The bird is the word, dude. We're
Hmm.
gonna. Now, how long has Chad been doing that, man?
So he's been doing comedy for I think like a little bit over a decade now,
Okay, that's
and he's
been
he's got about 300,000 followers on TikTok. He's got thousands and thousands of subscribers on YouTube and Instagram. So like this guy has been growing for
gotcha,
for for a good amount of time. So I'm excited to be able to work with him and introduce the
gotcha,
Midwest
bro.
flavor that is Chad here to Orlando.
I give him credit, man. That's nice, man. Congratulations to him and his act and the fact that he has so many social media followers because I do not know how any of that crap works. I've been trying to get followers. Bro, Patricio, I couldn't get a clan meeting to follow me. Like, just, there goes one. Nah, not that one. Like, I can't, bro, just so my hat's off to
There
anybody
is
out here
so
who
much
can
wrong
grind.
with that joke right there. Oh man. But oh
Oh,
my
man.
god. James, did you
Uh
hear
oh.
about the bear that's loose in downtown?
I heard a little bit about it, but I don't have many details now. Now, tell me more about this bear that's loose apparently in downtown Orlando.
So over the weekend at Lake Eola, a brown bear was spotted walking around Lake Eola. And of course,
Really?
the wildlife people came out to do what they can, and it took 2 days, James, 2 days to finally capture this bear. I watched it
Oh,
happen.
wait. Okay, I'm confused. Let me stop you there, if I may. Pardon my
Yeah,
interruption. But a brown bear walking around Lake Eola should. I mean, it stands out. I mean, Lake Eola is pretty bougie. Like, there's a lot of places to have brunch and Starbucks. Like, what? How
mhm.
did he blend in? He was like drinking a cappuccino. I wonder what's going on out here. Like, like what? Why was it hard? Why did it take 2 days to find a brown bear walking around Lake Eola?
So the thing was, one, I don't know how he got here. I think he probably took the links from
He
out from
had
on.
to because there's like no woods right there, right? Like,
There's no woods, there's no
yeah,
forest
like,
area,
God. So this
and
bear got down to Lake Eola. He's walking around, having a little stroll.
probably stopped off a world of beer for some pretzels, whatever.
Because that's what bears
And
do.
and then this bear just climbed up a tree, and he
I
was up.
saw the pic of that. Like it was high though.
Hmm.
Like
It was.
high. Like I'm like, how did that bear get up that tree?
So from what I came to find out is like they tried to tranquilize him, but it wasn't working. I guess it wasn't strong enough, and
Mm-hmm.
any higher of that would have been lethal to that size bear. So it's just like, all right, cool, let's just trap him. So that afternoon, yesterday afternoon, my friend, shout out to Paulette, the one who locked herself, thought her doors were locked a few episodes ago.
Okay.
Anyways, Paulette calls me up and she's like, "There's a bear. The bear is here in downtown." I'm like, "Well, I'm on my way." And
What is the bear doing in downtown Orlando? What everybody else does, party, duh. That
and
bear has
so
like he has on like paint and like glow stick.
so yeah, two o'clock in the afternoon, this bear's just on the top of a tree, just laid out, chilling.
Hmm.
And I come back probably around 9:30 last night to Lake Eola because it's right down the street from my house.
Yeah.
And I'm walking with my buddy Carlos, and we're all witnessing this bear on the ground, walking around a bear trap, and we're like, "Oh my God, is he gonna do it? He's gonna do it!" And then Nature Lady comes up. She's like, "If you're gonna be here, you have to be quiet." And
Oh, my bad. I didn't know that we weren't allowed to talk.
I know, shoot, I didn't know that the bear had such sensitive hearing.
I didn't
But
know it
dude,
was like
it
a
was.
golf game and you got to be quiet as a spectator and you can only clap like bravo, bravo.
But dude, it was honestly like when they got uh what's his name? Saddam Hussein. Because the
Hmm.
moment that bear walked into the cage, it was remote controlled. And I'm watching this as it's happening live, and the bear walks in, and we're like, "Come on, press the button." Then clunk, and you just
Oh.
heard all the people just like, "Yeah, we got him, we got him." They're running out. I got a video of this fat dude just
Sad dude.
running towards the cage, and it's just great that they were able to capture the bear in a humane way.
That's funny. Oh, we got him, ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
We got
We
him.
got him.
So the cage has to be pretty sizable, though, right?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
imagining it's pretty big.
pretty big cage, and that bear probably anywhere between 2 to 300 pounds, if
Mm,
at least that, if not more.
gotcha. So once it's in the cage, how do they put the cage on a vehicle?
Oh, so the cage itself is like a trailer. So the cage has wheels already.
Oh, so you just close the door
Hmm.
and you're out.
You hitch it to a truck, and boom, you are good to go.
All right, my dumb question. I know we got like 30 seconds left. If you catch a bear, you get him in the truck, you get him in the trap. Where do you take him? Like
BVL.
what? Like, huh? BVL? Oh, that's funny. The bear
Ugh.
goes to the BVL. That's what do you think the B stands for?
Bears.
Bear. Bear is vida loca. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
All
But
right,
no,
man, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more hilarity. This is Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. Buddy, and welcome back. You're still listening to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host for tonight. I'm Mr. James John. Ken and Miguel are both out doing things, if you will, on the road traveling, doing some comedy. But I am joined in studio, so don't fear, my friends. The future big shot of Orlando, according to Orlando Weekly. If you guys get out there and actually vote him, that's Patricio, aka Rocky, the podfather of Orlando podcasts all over this place, man. Real quick, Patricio, you have, I'm counting your podcast you actually are on. You do on Aaron Morse. Tell us a little bit about that one, real quick.
yeah, so the legal morse of action is a more of a comedic spin and view on family law itself, because divorce is never easy. Having to take your kid's father to court for child support to establish a fraternity, or establish a parenting plan, or even preparing a oh my God, I'm forgetting the word, a prenuptial agreement to the person you're about to marry. Family law is never easy, and you should never do it alone. Give us a call, 407-900-7451, the law office of Aaron Morse. And the podcast itself gives you a preview of what kind of attorney you're going to have on your side, which is Aaron freaking Morse. And I think I lost James. I think I lost James. And if it's still recording, then Oh my God, Mama, I'm by myself recording this episode. But I mean, they'll probably scrap it, but no, it's this has been really cool being able to jump on board with the cast of Real Laughs. The public itself, like you guys, the audience have been very welcoming to me, and I really do appreciate it. It's been a lifelong dream to get back on radio, and yeah, it's just been fun. So right now, I'm waiting for Mr. James John to get back in here to help me out and get me out of this show that I'm by myself. You know what? Just talking to the cool city of Orlando, and Orlando's hearing my voice. You guys hear all the crazy shenanigans, all the fun adventures that I have throughout this city, and it's always fun, meeting new people throughout the Central Florida area, and getting all these cool stories because Orlando itself has so much diversity, so much culture that there's so much more to Orlando than just theme parks and roller coasters. It's such a hub for creative, amazing artists and amazing talent all over the place. James, welcome back, because I've been talking nonstop for like 2.5 minutes.
That's perfect, man. We're gonna keep that because that's. I want to keep it real with our audience. Let me tell you guys what just happened. Now we're not in studio. We guys are always doing this remotely because when COVID happened, we had to leave the studio and we had to learn new ways to record. So we've been doing it over a streaming service that we use. So anything can happen with Spectrum Cable, you guys, and internet. And if you guys live in Orlando, you know that because you'll be watching something 1 minute and then you're looking at black.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking BET. So what happened was the internet went out here. So Patricio kept going while I got disconnected. But you kept the ball bouncing, sir. So hey, kudos to you.
Yeah, no, I thanked everyone. Orlando has diversity, Viva Mexico. I was everywhere.
Viva Mexico. That's definitely
But
awesome, man. So, but you did that, man. I give you credit for it. So
yeah, I
that's what
did that.
happened,
Thank you so
people.
much.
That's why Patricio was just talking because I got kicked off. So we keeps it real with you. That's right. So Spectrum, if you want to sponsor us, don't. Okay. I'm joking. I'm joking. We would take it. We would definitely
We
take
totally
all
take
of
it.
that. Yeah, man. I forgot what I was going to actually tell you. I had something to talk
Well,
about. I
because you
want to
had a
remind
really
everybody
cool
real quick.
story.
What was my story?
I know your story. It was about a very a Spanish woman.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's what it is. Yeah. The story he's talking about is something I just saw on IG. If you guys don't follow Salma Hayek, y'all should. She is absolutely hilarious, down to earth, and reveals a lot. And by reveal, I mean like a week ago, she posted it herself. I didn't make her do it. She posted a video of herself dancing and celebrating that she has so many followers. And she was wearing a robe, Patricio, and the top of the robe came a little bit undone, and you could see her breasts. And then she had to blur out one part because then the bottom of the robe came a little open, and she still posted that video. So, on behalf of men everywhere, thank you. So I just no,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
but
on.
honestly, the reason I'm shouting her out is a post. Yeah, she's dancing in a white bathrobe. Yeah, you could see. Yeah, she posted that like she did. Yeah, she did that, man. So Patricio shaking his head in a
I'm
manner
just
of
watching.
approval,
I'm
if you
watching.
will.
I'm looking over Salma Hayek's Instagram, and I
So,
might have to leave you alone for a little bit, James.
so I was gonna ask, man. Here's my question. Wish Ken was here for this. Have you ever posted anything on social media that embarrassed someone else? And here's why I bring that up also. I think last week I told you guys that Kate Hudson, we all know her, wonderful actress, pretty girl, right? Has a son that's 19. She posted a picture of herself with her butt out in a swimsuit. So I want to know, have you ever posted? And her son, of course, was like, Mom, Mom, God. So I want to know if you ever posted anything on social media that did embarrass you, but somebody else.
So I did do a thirst trap video on TikTok a few months ago. While I was with someone, and I was actually proud. I was actually proud of the way the video came out because like my
A
muscles
thirst
were.
trap video. What you were at the gym, I suppose.
Well, no, no, no. I did this video in my kitchen, and it
You-
was it was it was the audio. It was the audio of
okay,
Pedro
first off,
Pascal.
where
Yeah, go
did
ahead.
you put the banana? just want, just want to know, man. For everybody, for all the vegetarians and vegans, I'm just joking.
So Pedro Pascal had an interview with Vanity Fair about a year ago,
Love
and
him, by
this
the way.
audio, shout out to Pedro Pascal, and there's a clip from the interview where he says, "Daddy is a state of mind." Do you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy, and that little
Oh,
clip went viral.
of course it did. He said he was somebody's daddy.
Yeah, and I went along and I took that audio and I took off my shirt to me saying, "I'm your daddy" on TikTok.
Oh, I liked it. I understand why that would work. That makes a lot of sense.
Now I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is just me, a big Mexican dude just taking off his shirt. It's not gonna get nothing.
Yeah.
Bro,
Really?
James, I got so many hits after that post, and then I
Oh.
got hit by my ex-girl because she was so pissed. She's like, "How you gonna put yourself out there like that so they see all this? This is mine. You can't be putting that out there." I'm like, everyone's making me feel good right now. TikTok, my girlfriend, I am happy.
bro, but bro, man, that's her goods, not your goodies. You put your goodies out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, unless it says Little Debbie, don't put your goodies out there.
But what about you, James? Have you ever
I,
done something?
Bro, come on. If you guys have not seen my act, Patricia, you've seen my closing bit. I talk about dating big women and how the girl I dated was a big woman and how she stripped as a stripper for the first night. And she had on a hot pink halter top, hot pink thong. And then I proceed to strip down to that said outfit. People everywhere have taken pictures of me while I was on stage doing that, and then they try to take my shirt off. Once the show is over and I got my clothes back on, they want to take pictures of me with my bra on. And the crazy part is, it's usually dudes. Now, a lot of people are fans of that joke. They will come back just to see that joke repeatedly. A person that is not a fan of that joke is my wife. She's like, first off, she's mad because she wants her underwear back. Second off, she's mad because oh, women act a little touchy feely when I get off stage
So
because I just reenacted being a stripper. And yeah, so my wife doesn't like the chaos that ensues after that.
so it's funny you
And,
you you, s- you say
and
you say that story because Monday when we were at Other Bar, I was talking to
mhm,
shout out to Vivian, one of the best bartenders in downtown.
absolutely. Shout out to her
She's
at the other bar.
she's awesome, and her and I were talking about how you were one of the first comedians that she ever saw here in Orlando, and she was telling the story about how she saw you do that story, do that joke. And of course, I'm
Hmm.
telling I've seen it happen. I was in the first row. I got a little bit of booty sweat on me, but it's totally fine. But then,
Oh, bro, you are totally lying. It was a lot of booty sweat.
but then we went into the logistics of that joke, James,
Hmm.
and we came to the realization that you put that thong on when you leave the house and you
Yes.
drive all the way to Orlando.
Yes.
You do your sets, you take your photos, and then we go to Waffle House afterwards. And it never struck me up until like that moment. Oh my God, he's wearing a thong. He's been wearing a thong this entire freaking time.
It's funny you use the words "it struck you" because as a big guy wearing a little thong, it strikes me all the time when I got it on. Like, it's in places it should not be. It's in my crevasse. So yeah,
and
man, people think
we
about it like,
yeah.
wait a minute, you've had that thing on for 6 hours, and let me tell you, there's a time limit. Okay.
And
Can't keep
we
that
were
thing
thinking,
on for long.
like, do you have other colors? Do you have other variations? Do you have any other accessories?
First off, yes, okay. I make it. Sometimes I match it with my shoes. Like, I come from that era.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that information. I can just picture like the laundry day. Michelle, is this yours or mine? Oh, it's mine. Sorry, baby.
Gotcha. Let's be honest, they're all hers. Why buy it twice?
Yeah, there you go.
Waste not, want not, man. All right, man, we're coming down to the wire here. We're about to go, but I definitely want to always give you an opportunity, Patricio, to say where you're going to be, my friend. So, where are you going to be this week? Tell everybody everything that you do because it's a lot.
Every Tuesday, check me out in Lake Mary at Goyokan Tequila and Cocina in Lake Mary for Taco Tuesday trivia. This entire month is dedicated to the 80s. So we do 80s music,
Mm.
80s movies, 80s trivia the entire month of June. And of course, just go to withasideofchaos.com, check out all my events that I do, and get ready. July 20th will be the biggest event I have ever produced. And just be on the lookout for that. And vote for me. Vote for me.
And vote. Yeah, you definitely got to vote for him, man. Big shot over Orlando, and his podcast with A Side of Chaos is nominated as well. Got to point out the fact that you have other podcasts that are nominated too.
hmm I am
So,
very blessed to have that, and also I got to give a shout out to my law firm that's been nominated for best family law firm, the Law Office of
ooh,
Aaron Morse, and best law firm overall, the Law Office of Aaron Morse. So make sure you vote for Aaron Morse on all that you see.
that's awesome, man. Shout out to her, man. Erin Morris, very nice lady, and she does a great job. If you need someone for family law, she's definitely the place you guys need to go to. Want to remind you before we go to please follow us on all our social media apps. That's right. Go to Facebook and follow us. Go to Instagram and follow us. And now you can go to YouTube. You can subscribe, like, comment, share all the hilarity that is Real Laughs right here on Real Radio. Guys, don't forget to check out Comedy and Karaoke on the Queen Saturday, June 17th. Go to Eventbrite to get your tickets. Only 150 tickets are available and they're going quick. You guys definitely need to check up on that. It's dinner and a show as you cruise around the Indian River on the Queen. Now go to thecomedytakeover.com for more details, or you can call 407-780-0132. As always, it's been a great night with you guys hanging. Thank you guys for supporting and loving Real Laughs. On behalf of myself, James John, my wonderful podfather of podcasts here in Orlando, Patricio, aka Rocky. Thank you guys. We will check you out tomorrow.
Get your ass to bed.
There you go.
Take your ass to bed. Sorry, Ken.